As for the past few years, especially this year, Metro has been a big staple in the producer community. Being number 17 in the world on Spotify as a producer is something you don't really see too often. Recently, as you probably know, Metro has put out his own album with features of people like The Weeknd, Travis Scott, Future, and pretty much all the hard hitters. Drake was actually meant to be on the tape too, but Metro said he didn't like his verse.
What happened with the trance record? Why did that version not make the album?
I was letting him know that he was really just done for real. He hit me and was just like, man, let me see if it's just anything he could add to it. And he was like, if you don't like it, then whatever. So like Slime verse and Trav verse, then the outro, it was just already like, it just really wasn't no room.
Now, that is when you know you're clear. Other than that, he's executively produced. The Spider-Man soundtrack is working on an album with Future, is working on one with GID, and so on. But my question is, how did Metro achieve such greatness and love for his sound? Yo, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Ellis here. And real quick, before we get into the video, I just want to say if you enjoyed learning for this video, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. Let me know what you guys are down below. Yeah, let's get right into it. Attempt to. So unfortunately, I recorded both of these melodies all from scratch, but my camera actually died, which is really annoying. So I'm gonna kind of break down both of these. These two melodies have different sort of styles. The first one being the sort of Future Drake vibe, like the What a Time to Be Alive album, and the second one being like Don Toliver, Travis Scott sort of vibe. Both of these can be heard on both of Metro's albums. So this one, as I said, more of a Future vibe. This is what it sounds like. Then it goes up. So yeah, pretty sick. It's very, very simple. Pretty much we have 5 things and half the minis are near enough the same. So starting off with this, the first thing I used was Diva. Just open it up, look through the presets, and I found this one called HS Sparkle. It sounds like, gave me sort of old school Metro vibes. And all I did was I made this melody, but when I was making this, I had made it with the halftime on. So if I played it without the halftime, which to be honest is actually kind of hard, I can't even lie. With the halftime on, this is literally Metro's secret. This is what Metro does on so many of his melodies. A C minor chord, as you can see here, it'd be C, D sharp, and a G. What I did was I brought this third up an octave. I brought it down to D. This always has, like, this always gives a sort of dark ambient sound. Whenever you have the third brought down and brought up an octave, always has that, and then it gives you that sort of leeway to play with the D and the D sharp like this. As you can see, D, D sharp, and then I brought this up to G sharp. Also to note, on this melody itself, I didn't actually do this, but what Metro uses, he doesn't use a minor natural, he likes to use a minor harmonic scale. This sound in particular is quite easy, but if you have sounds like a lot of high end and a lot of weird frequencies, there's 2 things you can do. One thing you can do is you can use a Fruity Love filter. Pretty much what this does is it takes out a lot of the highs. You can play around with this knob, which is called a resonance knob. Then let's say, for example, I bring this cut down, just cut off. This resonance, I bring it up, it's just gonna boost that frequency that is still there. It can give a lot of like harsh frequencies. Yeah, definitely say to mess around and experiment with that. Since Metro, you know, I haven't seen a laptop specifically, but I'm telling you, he does this and something called Soothe. What Soothe does is pretty much this just soothes out some really harsh frequencies, so you don't have to do it all by yourself. Normally I like to go hard, move the depth up a little bit, and then whenever you have a sort of pad melody like this, you put the Soothe on, you put the Love filter on, and it's got that nice ambient Metro vibe. Next thing I put on was this synth sound right here. This is what it sounds like. So literally, as you can see right here, very simple. All I've done is I brought this third down and that was it. But this sound in particular, this sound was crazy. This is what really switched up. As you can see, this sound is a synth sound called Projects, and it's coming from my new Synth Palace multi-kit with Prod by Jack. A lot of the sounds I'm using here are going to be from that kit, as this kit pretty much has everything you need. A one-shot kit, phrases, textures, samples, and bonus sounds. Bear in mind, it has all these instrument sounds, you know what I'm saying, and all these raw synth one shot. A lot of them I'd recorded it in LA in an actual studio with full real synths. This is literally all I use for my melodies right now. This kit is a cheat code. As for effects on that, again, I put on a Love filter. This is literally the source, these melodies, and the shape of box, just the pan it left and right. As for next sound, I put on the same MIDI, another synth from the multi-kit called Focus, and this is what it sounds like. Again, same MIDI, very simple. As for effects, oh, what a surprise, love filter again. I then whipped out an actual VST called Mini V3. Pretty much for this VST, I used a bass sound called Free OSC. This sound was used in Metro Spider on the Metro Boomin album with Young Thug. It was broken down by Elcan, and he used this exact sound. This is the exact sound that Metro uses. But as you can see right here, all I did was I just followed the root notes and I made a little change right here. Because like if you listen to it all now, like that could literally be finished, I can't lie. I know it needs to be simple, but it's very simple, you know what I'm saying? So I went back to Synth again, went to the phrases and went to these melody builders. So it's pretty much in the name, you just chuck this on top of any melody and it just transforms it. Literally I chucked this on top of this melody and this is what that sounds like. Perfect little addition. And I put this up an octave for the second part. Now, of course, let's make a beat with it. First, let's want to open a normal sort of Metro Southside drum, so to keep it simple and have that same, try to replicate the exact same sounds as what they use. We're gonna keep it 2-step right now and we might change it later. Maybe literally just that. Boom, 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 boom. Again, go to the Havoc drum kit. Yeah, very simple as you can tell, but it's just hitting. Exact sound they use as well. Yeah. Put a little kick in there as well. There it is. Hold on. See, this one thing I want to say as well. As for the drum bounce, whenever you have these 808s and the kicks, the 808 isn't always hitting on the same note as a kick when they do this. So for example, we can kind of alternate, like that's why I had this little roll here for the 808, because when I have the kick on it, it adds this crazy bounce. I'll show you what I mean. I can see, not here now. Maybe here. You know what I mean? There's pace anywhere. For example, here where this roll comes in. Maybe here. This is where the hi-hat rolls come in. Ooh, that's a different sort of bounce. Hold up. Yes, sir. This section just there, and I'm going to change it. There it is. And that's literally it for the drums, melody-wise. Like this, and bring this back in. This one thing does as well, he likes to have these little like gaps where the artist can just go off. So for example here, like that, maybe like that. Yeah. So this is the chorus, we've got the second part of the chorus here, where this will go up an octave. So real quick, my camera actually died again when I was recording just then, so I thought I'd just quickly do the outro. If you enjoyed learning anything from this video, be sure to leave a like, subscribe, and let me know what you guys want down below. Pretty much all the sounds used in this video was from the new Synth Palace kit, which is out next Friday. But right now, you can actually sign up to the email list, which is available in the top link in the description. Be sure to go check that out. More studio vlogs coming soon, since it seems like you guys really enjoyed the last one. Thanks so much for 10k subscribers. It really means the world to me. I'll see you on the next one. Peace.